Hello, my Panda Pals, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be recapping what happened on the first part of the Happily Ever After tell-all extravaganza. Now, if you've forgotten, this tell-all, they had all of the couples living under one roof, and you know how everyone is in a trash fire of a relationship? You know that they're going to be judging the crap out of each other while they're here so that they can feel better about the shitty relationship that they are also in. Hang on to your butts, cause we're about to get into it. Sit down, buckle up, and let's go for a ride. Let's start off by setting the scene. We're in New Jersey, we're at a big-ass house, and all of the couples slowly start filtering in, acting like their shit don't stink.
I mean, compared to all the other couples, we probably are the most normal.
I wouldn't necessarily call you the most normal couple, but I wouldn't not call you the most boring.
This is
Wow. Come on, it's not too heavy.
Girl, then you pick it up.
Is there anyone that you're looking forward to meeting at this house?
No.
These two look absolutely miserable, but they pull up to this big-ass house and Jasmine's eyes fall out of her head as she tells us that if Gino just bought her a house like this, all of their marriage problems would instantly go away.
So
You're not gonna help me?
I'm gonna meet you inside.
Have you met her, Gino? Also, why is Jasmine wearing her freaking pageant sash? That is so cringy.
Jasmine reminded me of like when I was in Little League and I would get a trophy, I'd like bring it into school the next day for the baseball team.
Yeah, I don't really know if I would be proudly wearing a sash from a competition that basically just scammed me out of $1,200.
Did you already pick up a room?
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
Did you pick up the biggest?
Yes, we did.
That's not fair. Who organized this?
I like how in Jasmine's mind, it's only fair if she can be the one to be unfair.
Give it to the rest of us who have a miserable marriage and live in a miserable place, a miserable life.
Jasmine picks out a room she likes and she tells Gino to get outside and pick his own room because they are not going to be sharing unless he decides to finally play with her in the naughty way. And Gino is like, you know what? I'm pretty sure you're still a cunt, so no thank you.
Why isn't he banging her out? Like, if I had to have sex with Thais so I could sleep in the same bed with her, woe is me, I'd have sex with her. I mean, come on.
Is that a pregnant Emily?
Oh, you mean like about to pop?
Oh my God.
I know.
Mira, poner uno en mío, mira, poner uno en mío.
Absolutely not. You stop it. The two of you cannot even agree on how much coffee should cost on a daily basis. I really don't think you should be bringing a baby into that mix.
Manuel and I are in a good place right now. We keep having these explosive fights and then we find a way to get back together. But to be quite honest, I don't know how long we can live like this.
Yeah, don't bring a baby into that. A child does not deserve that. Liz makes her grand entrance looking fine as fuck.
I'm so happy to see her coming by
I
herself.
know, she looks so happy.
Then Ed walks in, says hi, and then awkwardly tries to say hi to Liz like he was not the worst thing to ever have happened to her.
Una amiga, una amiga.
My bro.
Una amiga.
My bro.
Bro.
Un abracito, algo.
That hug lasts way too long in my opinion, and then when he pulls away, this motherfucker's crying. And listen, I can handle Ed's tears because he's a little baby bitch. But what I cannot handle is the fact that Liz then takes her hand and then like wipes his tears away gently. And I'm like, baby girl, he deserves none of your kindness. Leave him alone.
Good to see you.
I don't like hugging.
Okay, all right, good. I don't either. All right.
Yes.
There you go.
You should give me a hug.
That was so unprompted. Like, I gotta wonder if production just has a bunch of jars lined up with everyone's name on it, and every single time someone is able to successfully stir up some shit, they get $1. Ashley and Emily are with Liz at the bar trying to get her to spill all of the tea on why she thinks Ed started crying. But then, of course, Ed walks in because he's very good at being in all the places where nobody wants him.
I'll do a shot.
You got it, Ed? You okay?
Oh my God.
You okay? Do you need something?
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, because that definitely looked like you enjoyed it. That was not hard for me to watch at all.
I miss you. I do miss you. Sorry.
Don't do that.
And he tells her they have so much love for each other. There is also so much hate for each other, and it's really confusing for him to navigate or something like that. And then he's like, I just need you to know that I support you. I'm different. The world will now know Ed has been reborn.
That's what I wanted the last tell-all. That's what I wanted at the last resort.
I know, but in my defense...
Just stop.
Aw, he reincarnated into his exact same self.
Watch it be Lauren. Oh, baby, are you ready? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to call you that.
Oh, dude. If I were Liz, I would find the nearest bottle of bleach and drink it. I would just go. Guzzle it down, full to empty, in my mouth. No.
I'm sure people will be surprised that you and I are arriving here together.
Look at the absolute misery in Sophie's face.
Well, before obviously he broke up with me. Recently we've just been hanging out again, which we don't have a label on like whether we're trying again or we're just friends. We're just, I don't know, just hanging out with each other.
Did she just say that she went from marriage to situationship? Are you f***ing kidding me? That is so embarrassing for her. That is really not, that is a no bueno situation.
What's the problem? Is he still cheating on you?
That's crazy. Why you say it like that?
Oh, I'm sorry. How else was he supposed to phrase that? Is he still engaging in sticking his pee-pee in other ladies' hoo-has without your knowledge and or consent?
Jasmine and we got in an argument this morning.
Oh, big surprise. So apparently, once everyone got into the changing area, Jasmine did not feel comfortable undressing in front of Gino, so she told him to get out, and Gino was obviously like, no. And then Jasmine apparently took out all of his clothes from his suitcase and then screamed at him to get out.
He was super rude to me. He didn't even help me with the bags.
Not after you're a bitch.
Now, Jasmine is just waiting for Gino to finish changing so that she can have that space all to herself, but it sounds like Gino is just standing there in his underwear, and so Jasmine starts complaining about how she can't change, and then Emily pops out and she's like, hey, why don't you use my changing area? And then they hug it out and Jasmine starts crying and she's like, oh my god, save me from this monster. Michael and Angela do end up arriving, and Michael tells everyone that they couldn't make it last night because the two of them had a misunderstanding and it just kept them from coming here.
How you doing, sweetie?
I'm all right. How you been?
Good.
Aw, birds of a feather. Am I right? It is really funny that the two worst people on this season are consoling each other.
Right, that's why we didn't go to the house last night. I don't want to go for him to get behind my back and be, oh, he's such a great guy and Angela's a crazy bitch. No.
Angela comes out and then joins the rest of the cast, and this woman must have snorted the biggest pile of rage in her changing area because she comes in so f***ing hot.
Why are you sitting in here?
Because
Why? I don't mean to be rude, guys. You don't get out my sight. Do I make myself clear?
She's so sweet. And she wonders why she has nobody to talk to besides Ed when she's here. She goes on to tell everyone that she will not sit here and allow Michael to taint their views of her with all of his lies.
Of course, no.
You really didn't say anything bad,
Yeah.
You should let him talk. That way we
Listen,
can see.
I don't
we
listen.
can see.
Listen.
We can see who he
Mind your
is.
business. Mind your business.
I like how everyone is like, no, he didn't say anything bad about you. And she's like, okay, I believe you.
Why don't you tell him why I'm upset?
Yeah,
How you
you-
sleep in the living room? How you haven't your wife in 2 months?
Jasmine says she feels so bad that Michael cannot get a single word in because Angela keeps interrupting him, as if she does not do the same thing to Gino.
You got all these people out there in the goddamn world thinking I'm a bitch and I'm a good-hearted mother. You cheated on me? The whore's here in New Jersey.
Rob is surprisingly insightful as he tells us that Angela can't come in here yelling at Michael, calling him this and that, and then get mad at him for making her look bad.
You're really making yourself look horrible.
If only he could translate this level of awareness into his relationship.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, the couples tell all.
By the way, love Jasmine's dress. Hate her. Love the dress.
One couple who won't be participating in this tell-all is Nicole and Mahmoud.
Honestly, I totally forgot about them.
You were under one roof. There were no arguments last night.
We definitely did find out that a lot of these couples are not sleeping together.
Ooh, that's right, Witchy Witch. You stir all that shit up in your cauldron. Sean acts shocked and then asks Gino and Jasmine if they slept in the same room last night. They did not. She then asks Rob and Sophie if they slept in the same room last night. They did not.
Why is nobody staying in the same room? I don't get it.
'Cause they do not like each other, Alexi. Why else would they not be sleeping together?
I don't feel so alone now. Like, I haven't slept with mine either.
We know, girl. We know.
Ed and Liz, you are up first, all right?
We established that Ed is still in Arkansas, Liz is still in San Diego, and then Sean asks if Ed is embracing his newfound bachelor lifestyle, and he tells us that he's a little busy dating the Lord.
Not really. I'm actually back at church. I help usher on every Sunday.
He tells us he's not in a place to be dating, and trying to find a partner is the furthest thing from his mind.
For someone who says that I'm not dating, I'm not looking, you were on a dating app within 1 month of me leaving.
Liz asks why he was so quick to get on a dating app if he truly wanted to focus on working on himself and being alone. And Ed says this is simply because he was in the middle of Arkansas and there ain't nothing to do.
So then don't say you're not dating. You're clear, you're dating, you're looking.
I didn't go on one date with anyone.
You not being able to find someone to be remotely interested in you is not the same thing as choosing to stay single to work on yourself. Sean revisits that time when Ed canceled the wedding and did not tell Liz about it, and then Ed calls Liz a liar and he goes on to recount what he says is the actual truth.
Riley's telling her mom, my stuff is spicy. Liz picks out and goes, these are jalapenos. I go, those are bell peppers. You're like, those are jalapenos.
And then, apparently, Liz blew up, grew unhinged, completely unwinded, and started yelling at him and embarrassing him in front of his family. And then he was like, oh my God, she's a monster. I can't get married to her. Everyone at the tell-all is like, okay, but what is the part you're not telling us? 'Cause something about this story just ain't adding up.
I hid her temper for 6 months. And by the way, I can't change who you are.
Can we stop this deflecting onto Liz, though? I'm really not feeling it.
I love Ashley. Say what you will. I get it. Girl makes some questionable ass choices, but I just really like her.
You started this whole conversation. I have not heard one piece of accountability that you have taken, Ed, and why this relationship has failed. Not one.
Ed goes on to defend him not taking accountability by continuing to not take any accountability.
You guys wonder why we broke up 15, 16 different times? It's because of her temper. That's why I called off the wedding, not because of taco pasta.
And who else would come to this dumpster fire's defense other than Robert the Nobbert?
It sounds to me like she overreacted about something and he's seen that a lot. And if he feels like that happens a lot, the guy made a decision that he didn't want that for his future.
It is frustrating that Rob is seeing this as Ed got sick and tired of her bullshit instead of, oh, Ed clearly is continuing to not take any accountability. But then again, I really shouldn't be surprised. He too does not really understand the concept of accountability. Liz tells them that the day she met up with him at the bar after the canceled wedding, she saw him with a girl all over him, and then she got mad at him and she left.
First of all, there are 3 women.
Also, he was begging me to come
There
meet
are
him
3
at the
women
bar.
hanging all over me. I did not even realize.
Who was the woman that had her arm around you?
I have no idea.
Sean then asks Liz if she thinks that Ed was having inappropriate relationships with any of the girls that she saw.
No. Ed's not capable. He couldn't pay another woman enough money to touch him. Literally,
That's the real Liz right there.
This is me when I'm pissed off.
Is he trying to say that this is the temper that made him realize he did not want to be married to a hideous monster? That was the temper? We then get to experience the joy of reliving Liz coming to get all of her stuff out of the house.
Well, maybe you should have done a better job raising your daughter. Just go. Go back to your trashy friends and be a bartender for the rest of your life.
He's got a small penis.
We know, girl. We know.
Oh,
What did she say?
she's got a small penis.
Kobe's sitting over here like, can't relate. I'm just slanging dong.
I just know she still loves him.
I'm not in love with him at all.
Have you found someone special?
Aww.
She starts to cry, and Ashley asks why she's crying, and Liz tells us that it's because she finally found someone who does not tear her down every second of every day, and someone that she can openly talk to about anything.
He said even coming here today was please get all the closure you need so you can heal and move on. And who does that?
Someone that loves you the right way, baby.
Sean brings out her brand new beau, Jason, and oh my god, what a little cutie. The two of them look so freaking adorable together. Sean asks him what he's been thinking while he was listening to everything that was going on while he was backstage.
After today, you're in the past. We're gonna move forward. Starting today, you will never disrespect her again.
Collapse and synapse for Jason. Oh my god, you know all of the girls are going gaga over the fact that he defended his girl.
Good luck, buddy. I wish you the best. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sean asks Jason what he thinks about Liz's monstrous temper.
We've had 1 or 2 arguments. It's not a big deal. As far as like screaming or yelling, none of that.
Don't sweep things under the rug.
He tells Jason that whenever problems arise with Liz, he really needs to be sure to deal with them immediately.
You better deal with the issues or you'll be sitting here just like I am.
Liz pretty much tells Ed to shut the f up because everyone has issues, and Michael does agree, saying Ed needs to move on because girl found someone else and he really needs to just own his shit.
How's the love life?
I've never faked it once.
Okay.
We say goodbye to Jason and then we move on to Gino and Jasmine.
What is the status of your marriage today?
It's very bad.
Jasmine tells us that she still loves Gino, but she's honestly very unsure whether he loves her or not.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I don't feel love. I don't.
She talks about how Gino has to have control over every single aspect of her life, down to her schedule, and even dictates when she can and cannot go to the gym.
Yeah, I don't control her life like that.
Yes, you do.
I will say, hey, let's try not to drive during rush hour traffic.
Jasmine, you don't have a driver's license here yet, or?
I'm nobody.
That doesn't actually answer the question. She goes on to say that she did take her driver's test and she did pass, congratulations, but she had to do it alone because Gino would never take her despite all of the times that she has begged him to.
I kept begging you to take me there, Gino. He never moved a finger.
I did all the research, and I even set up an appointment one time with you.
Have you filed for Jasmine's adjustment of status yet?
I did file for her permanent residency.
Gino says that despite filing everything on his own from the K-1 visa all the way to the permanent residency, Jasmine still has not shown any appreciation for all of the work that he's put in.
She hasn't even said thank you.
Why do I have to be thankful all the time about things that you agreed to do?
Well,
Jasmine is super huffy that Gino wants appreciation and thanks for filling out the permanent residency application, and she goes on to criticize him by telling everyone that it took him 7 to 8 months to get all of the paperwork filed. Ashley does come to Gino's defense for a bit to say that the paperwork is actually a lot for a single person to handle. And Lauren goes to Jasmine's defense, saying that Gino honestly should have started the paperwork as soon as she got there because that paperwork will give her security and a sense of independence.
No, I'm not going to continue the green card process if our relationship is falling apart rapidly.
Then you shouldn't have brought her over here.
A lot of couples in that room got married thinking we have so many issues now, but we'll just fix them after we make this legally binding. Sean brings out Gino's cousin Dana and his wife Michelle. And
we have a lot of communication problems.
Do you think that that's because you have a point of view and that's the only point of view?
I was gonna say that whoever coined blood is thicker than water was absolutely wrong, but I actually just found out that the full phrase is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So we have all been using that phrase completely wrong. Anyway, yeah, his family do not like him. Michelle goes on to say that she does not think Gino puts in as much effort as he should when it comes to Jasmine. She brings up that time when Gino told her that it's way too much work to drive Jasmine to and from the gym every single day, despite the gym only being about 10 to 15 minutes away.
Jasmine, how long has it been since you've been intimate?
It's gonna be 8 months.
No, it
You
hasn't
have not
been
had
8
sex.
months.
Wow.
4 or 5.
Lauren is like, oh my god, a woman begging to be intimate? Men would kill for that.
I have apologized so many times, and I'm so sick and tired of. He makes me question myself, like, oh my gosh, am I a pervert? Am I harassing him?
And I'm like, damn, Gino didn't even have to try and gaslight her. She's gaslighting herself.
He doesn't even want me to see him naked.
Jasmine, what did you just say?
I have never seen Gino naked.
So Jasmine tells us that whenever they get intimate and Gino is down to his undies and he's about to remove them, he has to have the lights off. So technically, he has been naked with her, she just hasn't seen it, which obviously Gino says is untrue. Jasmine also tells us that Gino watches spicy adult videos and she's caught him several times. And the most recent time she caught him, he was looking for videos with a person that was a sugar baby of his in the past.
From all the pornography that you could consume in the world, why would you looking at her?
And that, my Panda Pals, is all I have for you today. Holy moly cannoli, what an absolute mess this has been and is definitely going to be. I am definitely more excited about this tell-all than I have been about any episode this entire season. I gotta say, I am super happy that they decided to shove all of these toxic buttholes under one roof. So far, Angela is definitely in the lead for the shittiest person in the house award, but do not worry, Ed is neck and neck with her. I am so glad that Liz found her a brand new man, and I hope that little baby boy Ed cries into his pillow about it every single night. I really do. If you like this video, be sure to do that whole YouTube shebang. You know what I'm talking about. Subscribe, like, comment, share. It really helps the channel's growth, and I would really appreciate it and love you for it. A huge shout out to all of my channel members with a big fat hello to our newest member, Sister Bluebird. Thank you guys so much for your ongoing support. I hope to see you guys for the next one, and as always, thanks for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye!